Welcome back to Market Headline. The government has ensured to extend the 100% luxury sales tax incentive for car under 1,500cc until August 2021.
The government continues to boost national economic recovery by carrying out various efforts, one of which is the provision of fiscal incentives in the form of discounted tax rates on luxury goods sales for motorized vehicles. Spokesman for the Ministry of Industry, Febri Henry, ensured that a 100% luxury sales tax incentive for car sales under 1,500cc was extended until August 2021. Thus, from September to December 2021, the luxury goods sales tax incentive was given a 50% discount. Even Febri said that this effort was carried out to encourage the business climate, especially the potential of the automotive sector, with a production capacity of 2.35 million units per year, with a workforce of 38,000 people, including 1.5 million people working along the value chain of the automotive industry.
Terutama Kemenperin mengajukan usulan agar fasilitas PPNBM DTP 100% untuk mobil 4x2 di bawah 1.500 cc ini diberi perpanjangan sampai Agustus. Dan itu disampaikan dalam rapat PEN yang dipimpin oleh Menko Perekonomian Pak Erlangga Hartarto dan kemudian disetujui juga oleh Ibu Menteri Keuangan.
Meanwhile, based on data from the Association of Indonesian Automotive Industries or GAIKINDO, retail sales from January to April 2021 rose 5.9% to 257,953 units. From Jakarta, Ade Firmansyah for IDX Channel.
Go back a little bit to March 2021. It was indeed a happy moment for automotive industry players as Indonesia provided a temporary tax break for some cars. Yes, that iconic 100% luxury tax waiver on some cars. Previously, the government said that it was applicable from March to May, but now, as the government sees that the stimulus for the middle class has great potential to boost the consumptions, government revised it up to August. Government's reasons in this is very strong to expand the tax-free period. So therefore, let's see the reason behind luxury tax cut on certain cars in the next graphic. The first graphic, we can see government's reason behind removing luxury tax on sales on some cars. We can see that by cutting luxury tax on car sales, it means that it could increase the people's purchasing power and lead to boost economic growth in 2021 in the end. And then it can increase the utilizations of the automotive industry as well. And yes, the main idea is about to boost economic growth in 2021. But however, the key is people's purchasing power. Not the ability to afford cars, but willingness to buy cars, because it says that so-called upper middle class had so far held back from big purchases during the pandemic and preferred to increase their savings. So the government is low-key targeting the upper middle class. In line with the government's reason, Chairman of Associations of Indonesia's Automotive Industries, or GAIKINDO, Yongki Sugiarto, said that the implementations of luxury tax waiver can reduce the car price and stimulate the national car industry. Well, when we talk about car industry, we're talking about huge industry because there's a massive multiplier effects. And as the industry is very broad, let's see the detailed sectors in the next graphic. Here on screens, we can see that the sectors in Indonesia's automotive industry that is spread into many sectors. First of all, the first tier that has 550 companies inside of it within 220,000 workers. Meanwhile, for the second and third tier, it contains 1,000 companies with 210,000 workers. When we talk about assembly lines, there have around 22 companies and 75,000 workers in it. And when we talk about authorized dealers and repairs, it has 14,000 companies and 400,000 workers. But when we talk about unauthorized dealer and repairs, it has many of companies by 42,000 companies and 595,000 workers. And until now, the automotive sector is supported by companies with a total capacity of 2.35 million units per year and absorbs around 38,000 direct workers. And in addition, millions of people work along the industry value chain. Expansions of the labor-intensive industry is projected to compensate for faster national economic recovery. And therefore, government believes that this way, removing luxury tax on sales of some cars is a win-win solution for all parties. As a result, it has been proven to be effective to boost sales of automotive manufacturers since it had been implemented throughout March and April 2021. So let's see the increase in the next graphic. Through the next graphic, we can see the car sales increase. We can see that in March 2021, the increase was 28.85% compared to March 2022. Meanwhile, from April 2021, we can see that it is very significant compared to April 2022 by the increase of 227%. And yes, the retail sales in April 2021 rose by 227% compared to the previous year, whereas the retail sales only reached around 24,000 units. Meanwhile, wholesale car or factories to dealers decreased by 6,000 units compared to March. But however, annually, the wholesale sales jumped by more than 900% in March 2022. As well as we know that pandemic game was very strong in April 2020. But what about May? Was the hype still there? Let's see the next graphic for the answer. Here it is, through the fourth graphic, we can see the car wholesales. By April 2021, the number of car wholesale sales to the retail is at 78,908 units, but however, in May, it fell down to 55,815 units, and the decrease, we can say, it reached around 30.53%. And the Gaikindo chairman stated that this is in line with the last working day, for example, in 8 elevator moments. But still, he believes that the sales trend will be harder again and can reach the association's annual targets of selling 750,000 units. And plus, the government is extending the 100% luxury tax cut up to August. And indeed, car sales have recovered after a dramatic plunge at the beginning of the coronavirus pandemic, but yet to return to the pre-pandemic level. So we hope that the government can formulate the best scheme for boosting the sector and follow up by all stakeholders. Stay with us because market headlines will be right back after this quick break.